My dear friends, I come to you today with a truth so profound, so transformative, that I have witnessed it change lives within the span of a single day. For over 30 years, I have walked alongside souls seeking their divine inheritance. And in that time, I have discovered that there exists one sentence, one sacred arrangement of words, that possesses the power to rewire the very fabric of your existence in 24 hours. You see, the universe operates on spiritual laws as precise as any mathematical equation. These laws do not play favorites. They do not discriminate. And they respond to every soul with the same unwavering consistency. What I have learned through countless demonstrations of divine principle is that our words are not merely sounds we make. They are creative forces that shape our reality moment by moment, breath by breath. Today, I shall share with you the one sentence that has transformed more lives than any other in my experience. But first, you must understand why it works with such miraculous speed. The human mind, you see, is like a garden. For years, perhaps decades, you have been planting seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation. These seeds have grown into mighty trees of negative expectation, their roots running deep into your subconscious mind. But here is the wonder of divine law. The right word, spoken with faith and understanding, can uproot these trees in an instant and plant new seeds of infinite possibility. The sentence I am about to share with you is not merely an affirmation. It is a declaration of spiritual truth that aligns your entire being with the flow of divine good. It is this: I am one with infinite intelligence, and I am divinely guided in all my ways. Now, you might think this sounds simple, perhaps even familiar. But my dear friends, simplicity is the hallmark of divine truth. The most powerful forces in the universe operate through simple, elegant principles. Let me tell you why this particular sentence rewires your life so completely. First, when you declare, I am one with infinite intelligence, you are acknowledging your divine connection to the source of all wisdom, all power, all good. You are no longer operating from the small, fearful self that believes in limitation and lack. Instead, you are claiming your inheritance as a child of the Most High, recognizing that the same intelligence that governs the stars in their courses, that causes the flowers to bloom and the tides to turn, lives within you and expresses through you. The second part of this sacred sentence, and I am divinely guided in all my ways, is your declaration of trust in the perfect unfolding of your good. It is your statement of faith that there is a divine pattern for your life, a perfect plan that surpasses anything your human mind could conceive. When you speak these words with conviction, you release the need to struggle, to force, to manipulate circumstances. Instead, you step into the flow of divine order where synchronicities abound and miracles become natural. I have seen this sentence work wonders in ways that would astonish you. There was a woman who came to me in despair, having lost her position and facing eviction from her home. She had been speaking words of lack and limitation for so long that poverty had become her constant companion. I taught her this one sentence, and I instructed her to speak it with faith every morning upon waking and every evening before sleep. Within 24 hours, she received an unexpected telephone call offering her a position that paid twice what she had been earning. The apartment she thought she would lose became unnecessary, as her new employer provided housing. This was not coincidence. This was divine law in action. Another soul, a man tormented by years of physical suffering, came to understand that his body was responding to the words he had been speaking about his condition. He had been affirming his illness with every conversation, every thought, every fear-filled declaration. When he began to speak this sentence of divine truth, declaring his oneness with infinite intelligence and his divine guidance in all ways, his body began to respond to this new spiritual input. The doctors called it spontaneous remission, but I knew it was the natural result of aligning his words with spiritual truth. The reason this sentence creates such rapid transformation is that it addresses the root of all human suffering, the belief in separation from our source. Every problem, every lack, every limitation stems from the illusion that we are separate from the divine intelligence that created us. When you speak this sentence with understanding, you dissolve that illusion instantly. You remember who you are. You reclaim your divine nature. You step into the truth of your being. But I must caution you, my dear friends, this is not magic. This is spiritual science. The sentence works because it aligns your consciousness with divine truth. It is not enough to simply repeat these words like a parrot. You must speak them with feeling, with faith, with the full conviction of your heart. You must believe in the truth of what you are declaring. When you do this, your entire vibrational frequency shifts. You become a magnet for the good that has always been seeking you. The beauty of this sentence is that it covers every aspect of your life. When you declare your oneness with infinite intelligence, you are opening yourself to divine wisdom in your business affairs, your relationships, your health, your creative endeavors. When you affirm that you are divinely guided in all your ways, you are trusting that every step you take is orchestrated by a loving intelligence that knows the perfect path for your highest good. I have witnessed countless demonstrations of this truth. A young artist, struggling to find her voice and her market, began speaking this sentence daily. Within hours, she felt inspired to create in a completely new style. That very evening, she met a gallery owner who was seeking exactly the type of work she had been guided to create. A businessman on the verge of bankruptcy spoke these words with unwavering faith, and within the day, he discovered an error in his books that revealed he actually had significant assets he had overlooked. These are not coincidences. These are the natural results of aligning our words with divine truth. The key to the 24-hour transformation lies in the consistency and conviction with which you speak this sentence. I recommend that you begin each day by standing before a mirror, looking into your own eyes, and declaring with absolute certainty, I am one with infinite intelligence, and I am divinely guided in all my ways. Feel the truth of these words resonating through every cell of your being. Allow them to fill you with a sense of divine connection and perfect trust. Throughout your day, whenever you face a decision, a challenge, or an opportunity, return to this sentence. Speak it silently in your mind, and watch how it immediately shifts your perspective. Instead of approaching situations from fear or limitation, you approach them from your divine nature, knowing that the infinite intelligence within you knows exactly what to do and how to do it. As you prepare for sleep each night, speak this sentence again with gratitude for the divine guidance you have received throughout the day. Even if you cannot yet see the evidence of this guidance, trust that it is working in ways beyond your current perception. The universe is rearranging circumstances, preparing people, and opening doors that will soon become apparent to you. Some of you may wonder why this particular sentence has such power when there are so many other affirmations and declarations available. The answer lies in its completeness. It acknowledges your divine nature, claims your spiritual inheritance, and expresses trust in the perfect unfolding of your good. It is a complete spiritual formula that leaves no room for doubt or limitation. I have observed that when people begin working with this sentence, they often experience what I call divine dissatisfaction with their old ways of thinking and being. They find themselves naturally releasing relationships, situations, and beliefs that no longer serve their highest good. This is not something to fear. It is the natural result of raising your consciousness to a higher level. Just as a butterfly must leave behind its cocoon, you must be willing to release what no longer fits the new you that is emerging. The sentence also works because it engages what I call the law of substitution. Instead of fighting against negative thoughts and conditions, you are replacing them with divine truth. You are not trying to overcome darkness. You are simply turning on the light. The darkness disappears naturally, without struggle or effort, because it cannot exist in the presence of light. I want you to understand that this is not about positive thinking or wishful imagination. This is about declaring spiritual truth. When you say, "I am one with infinite intelligence," you are not trying to become one with it. You are recognizing the truth of what you already are. When you declare that you are divinely guided in all your ways, you are not asking for guidance. You are acknowledging the guidance that is already flowing through you. The transformation that occurs within 24 hours is not always dramatic or externally visible. Sometimes it is a subtle shift in perspective that changes everything. You might find yourself responding to challenges with unexpected peace. You might discover solutions appearing in your mind without effort. You might notice that the right people and opportunities begin showing up in your life with perfect timing. One woman shared with me that after speaking this sentence for just one day, she realized she had been carrying a burden of resentment toward her sister for over 20 years. The divine intelligence within her showed her that this resentment was blocking her good in many areas of her life. She felt guided to call her sister and offer forgiveness, and their relationship was healed instantly. This healing opened doors in her life that had been closed for years. Another man discovered that his constant worry about his son's future was actually sending negative energy toward his child. When he began declaring his oneness with infinite intelligence and trusting in divine guidance, he felt peace about his son's path. Remarkably, his son called him that same evening to share good news about an opportunity that would set him on a positive trajectory. The sentence works because it establishes what I call divine order in your consciousness. When your mind is aligned with divine truth, your external circumstances must reflect this alignment. This is not a promise or a possibility. This is spiritual law as reliable as the law of gravity. I encourage you to write this sentence on a card and carry it with you. Look at it frequently throughout the day. Speak it before important meetings, difficult conversations, or challenging situations. Let it become the foundation of your new way of being in the world. Remember, the word I am is the most powerful combination of words in any language. It is the name of God within you. When you say, "I am one with infinite intelligence," you are speaking from your divine nature, claiming your spiritual inheritance, and opening yourself to unlimited possibilities. As you continue to work with this sentence, you will find that your faith grows stronger and your demonstrations become more remarkable. You will begin to trust in the perfect unfolding of your good, even when appearances suggest otherwise. You will develop what I call divine detachment, the ability to remain peaceful and centered regardless of external circumstances, knowing that all is working for your highest good. The 24-hour transformation is not the end, it is the beginning. As you continue to speak this sentence with faith and conviction, you will find that your life becomes a continuous demonstration of divine principle. Doors will open, opportunities will appear, relationships will heal, and your health will improve. Not because you are forcing these things to happen, but because you are allowing them to happen by aligning your consciousness with divine truth. My dear friends, I leave you with this sacred sentence. I am one with infinite intelligence, and I am divinely guided in all my ways. Speak it with faith, live it with conviction, and watch as your life transforms in ways beyond your wildest imagination. The universe is waiting to demonstrate its infinite love and abundance through you. All you need to do is align your words with divine truth and allow the miracle of your transformation to unfold.